Hello everyone. So welcome to Electrical Machines Lab. In today's practical we are going to perform load test on DC shunt motor. Now to perform load test on DC shunt motor, the connections are exactly same as load test on DC shunt generator, because here also you are going to use generator as well as motor. Now the motor, because we are going to perform practical on motor, but generator because the generator will be loaded mechanically on motor and the generator will be electrically loaded. So what we will do, ultimately electrically we will load generator, and because generator is mounted on motor mechanically, the motor will be loaded, and hence we will study various parameters. Again, this is the motor generator set which is kept at the back side of the table. The same generator we are using which we have already used before, and the same motor we are using which we have used before. Okay, this is just for your reference. Now talking about the connection, so first of all let's concentrate on connections of DC motor. The positive is given to L of the starter. Okay, positive of the supply is given to L of the starter. A of the starter is given to armature of the motor but through the ammeter. So you will find that A is coming to ammeter of 0 to 20 ampere range, and then it is going back to armature of the motor. Alright, because it is DC, the polarity you should take care of. And then from this negative of the armature, that is AA, is going back to negative. This is that AA which is going back to negative. Alright, then F is connected to field winding but through an rheostat here. So F terminal is coming to this one terminal of the rheostat, one fixed terminal of the rheostat, this one, and second terminal which is variable terminal is connected to F of the field winding. So this is connected to F of the field winding. FF is connected to ammeter to measure the field current. FF is connected to ammeter to measure the field current of 0 to 1 range, and the negative of it is connected to negative of the supply. So this is how the complete connections are done. Okay, आर्मेचर की सीरीज में आर्मेचर एक एमीटर कनेक्टेड है, और फील्ड सर्किट के सीरीज में फील्ड के करंट मेजर करने के लिए एमीटर कनेक्टेड है. रियोस्टेट इज कनेक्टेड इन सीरीज विद द फील्ड टू वैरी द फील्ड करंट, in turn vary the speed. This is the generator and this is the load we are going to use for the first time. So first I'll be showing you this load, and you can see all the resistances are connected. This is a resistive load which can be used for AC as well as DC load purpose. This is on-off connection, and we have number of switches. As we go on switching on the switches, the load will increase. Alright, so let's see the connections. Now this is the shunt type of generator. So we have armature and field windings terminals available to us. So let's see, we have connected a voltmeter across the generator. This is a voltmeter of range 0 to 200, DC voltmeter connected across the armature of the generator, which will give us exactly how much is the voltage appearing across the armature of the generator. Okay, then the armature's first terminal is also connected to field winding. Here it is showing that field winding and armature are connected in shunt. Okay, it is connected to field winding, and from field winding another wire will be going to ammeter. Ammeter's positive and ammeter's negative will be connected to load's positive. Alright, then from load's negative the circuit will be closed. Now before that, the field winding, when you start from the field winding, of course the one wire of the field winding is going to ammeter, but the second terminal of the field winding is connected to rheostat. So again this rheostat will be helpful in varying the field current. Okay, so this is the rheostat connected in series with the field winding, and the negative of the rheostat or the other terminal is going back to negative. So field winding is connected back to negative through this rheostat. The load which is connected here will also be connected back to negative, and this is how the circuit is closed. So explaining the complete connection of this DC motor generator set. So let's try to understand the concept first, and then we will take the practical. So what we are going to do, let's try to understand the steps. Very first thing what we will do is we will switch on the panel, AC DC panel, and we will supply to this particular table. Once the switch is on, the motor will be started with the help of starter. once the switch will be on or the DC supply is given on this table, the motor will be started with the help of DC starter. Now once the motor started, you have to set the speed. Yes, one thing I forgot to tell you is, this is the field rheostat of motor, this is the field rheostat of generator. In the starting, field rheostat of motor is always minimum and field rheostat of generator is supposed to be always maximum to ensure minimum field current in the generator. Alright, so this is minimum, and once your motor start, you will set the speed with the help of this rheostat to 1500. Once it is set to 1500, then we will come here and then we will give field current slowly. By decreasing this resistance, the field current will increase and hence the voltage will be built up across the generator. Once the voltage is built up across the generator, then what we will do, first reading we will take no load reading. So you have to measure voltage across motor, current through motor, voltage across generator, current through generator. Okay, so we will measure all these parameters and also the speed. Okay, and then one by one we will increase the load. As we increase the load, we will see how it affects the current. The current will be obviously increasing with the increase in load, and how the voltage drops takes place across the armature voltage. That is what we are going to observe. For DC motor, there will be decrease in speed also, so that also we will notice. Alright, so let's start performing this practical. So without wasting time, we will start the practical. Yes, you have to make very sure that your field rheostat of motor is at minimum and field rheostat of generator is at maximum. Now we will switch on with the help of starter. So the starter is started for DC motor, and now our motor is started. You can hear the sound. Now Sachin sir will help us in reading the speed, and accordingly we will make it 1500 first, because first we need to take a no load reading.
1400, 16, okay.
Alright, so almost 1500 is set for the motor, and now what we will do is, we will give field current to the generator. So as you move field current, as you move field rheostat, the voltage will get built up across the generator. So you will find in the starting you will not see any movement of the pointer, but suddenly it will go to 220. So now it is set to correct, done, 220. Okay, so first reading will be a no load reading. So let's note down. VM is 221, IM is 0.1 to 0.2, VG is 220, and IG is 0 because no load is connected. So this is your first reading, and also we will measure speed. So speed is 1500 for no load. Okay, now we will load it. Switch on the load and first switch on. Now what you will observe is, as soon as you switch it on, two things will happen. The speed will decrease as well as the voltage will decrease. Now because this experiment is on motor, so we will maintain the voltage constant and we will see the effect of this only on speed. Make it 220 with the help of field rheostat. It is done, and we will see how the speed changes. It is 1380. It is 1380. 1388 right now. Alright. Now again we will switch it on. The current, you can see the current of the motor is increased. So it is the 20 range is the above scale. So the current for this reading has been improved to 2.4. As soon as the second load is kept on, again the voltage is reduced. We will maintain the voltage constant. Alright, and we will see how much is the speed reduced. It's 1330. 13:32 or 13:30 it is showing right now, 13:34. Okay, so what you can observe here is, as you increase the load, the voltage across the generator decreases because of the voltage drop and the speed decreases. So we will maintain this voltage constant and we will measure speed, Vm, Im, Vg, Ig. Clear? What we do in load test on generator, we maintain the speed constant every time we take the readings and we see the effect of load on voltmeter. Is that clear? So this is done with the practical. The readings will be shared with you and you can see how to switch off. First of all, जैसे हमने ऑन किया था वैसे ही हम ऑफ करेंगे. पहले स्विचेस को ऑफ करेंगे, then we will decrease the voltage क्योंकि लोड बंद करने से वोल्टेज बहुत ज़्यादा बढ़ गया है. So we have decreased the voltage to 0. Then we will make the speed minimum and then we will switch off from the supply side. The switch is off. All right. So guys, this is the two practical we have performed on the same table, where DC motor was there to just give the mechanical energy and DC generator was there connected to the load. As we increase the load, the current increases and the voltage drops across the generator. This is what we have experienced. Because there is mechanical coupling between DC generator and DC motor, when you increase the load, the effect will be seen on both generator as well as motor. So when you are performing your load test on generator, the motor's effect, that is speed, is supposed to be maintained constant. Is that clear? And in next practical, when we perform load test on DC shunt motor, where we are using generator to electrically load it. So when the load on the generator is increasing, the generator is increasing its load on the motor, mechanical load on the motor. So when you increase the load, again the voltage across the generator drops and the speed of the motor drops. So when you are performing on DC motor, the voltage will be maintained constant and this effect will be seen on the speed. So you will measure specifically voltage across the motor, current through the motor, voltage across the generator, current through the generator, as well as the speed in case of motor. In generator, the speed is not required to be measured because it is constant. If you have any doubt, you can put into chat box, you can put into comment box so that I can solve your doubts. Okay, this is Shraddha Banode signing off. Thank you and happy learning.